All right, today we're cracking open the code. We're diving into a powerful blueprint for creating profitable, faceless YouTube videos, all with the help of AI. And you want to know the best part? This is a strategy that anyone can start using today. I mean, literally today, no matter your experience level.
So think about it. What's the biggest thing that stops most people from starting on YouTube? It's usually this idea that you need a super fancy camera, you need to be an editing wizard, or you have to be comfortable being the star of the show. Well, today, we are completely tearing down that barrier. And here's our game plan. First, we'll uncover this huge new opportunity. Then, we'll ground ourselves with a quick reality check. After that, we're jumping straight into the 5-step AI blueprint and a 30-day launch plan to put it all into practice. It's really a complete roadmap from idea all the way to execution. Okay, let's kick things off with what we're calling the new gold mine. And this isn't just hype, This is a real fundamental shift in how content gets made, and it's all being powered by AI. Just look at the difference. On one side, you've got the old way of doing YouTube, a tough road, right? It demands you be on camera, you need all this expensive gear, and there's a super steep learning curve for editing. But then on the other side, you've got this AI-powered approach. It's faceless, it's all about the script, it's fast, it's scalable, and you barely need any gear. This totally changes the game and redefines who can actually win as a creator. Okay, before we jump headfirst into the blueprint, let's just pause for a second. We need a quick reality check, because it's super important to know if this strategy really is a good fit for you and your goals. So, who is this really for? Well, this blueprint is absolutely perfect if you're a beginner wanting to make some money online, especially if you'd rather stay behind the scenes. The big thing here is you got to be able to commit about 30 to 60 minutes a day. Now, let's be clear who this is not for. If you're looking for that overnight viral hit or some kind of push-button, completely hands-off system, this isn't it. This takes consistent effort. So let's talk money. What's the real potential here? Well, let's look at the numbers. For every 1,000 views your video gets, you can typically expect to earn somewhere between $1 and $7 just from ads. Now, this is your baseline, and it can vary a ton depending on your niche. Something like finance, for example, often pays way more, because advertisers are willing to spend big to reach that audience. And I gotta be real with you. Earning your first $100 to $500, that's probably gonna take 2 to 3 months of consistent work. This isn't like buying a lottery ticket. You're building a real asset here, one video at a time. Okay, so now that we're on the same page with expectations, let's get to the heart of it, the 5-step AI blueprint. This is the core process you're gonna use over and over again.
And the process itself is both really simple and incredibly powerful. It all starts with picking your niche. From there, you use AI to write your scripts. Then you generate the video content. You upload and optimize it for the YouTube algorithm. And finally, you monetize it. So let's break down each one of these. Step 1 is picking your niche. What we mean by that is a focused topic that has a very clear audience. You want to pick something people are actively searching for. Think things like AI side hustles or life hacks or even something like relaxation videos. Specificity is totally key here.
Now for step 2, writing scripts. And no, you don't have to be a professional writer for this. You can use a simple prompt just like this one in a tool like ChatGPT. By telling it you want a 90-second script with a hook, some value points, and a call to action, you get a perfectly structured script in just a few seconds. It's amazing. Step 3 is where the real magic happens, content generation. This is where we build your AI stack. So you start with ChatGPT for the script, then you plug that script into a tool like 11 Labs for a super realistic voiceover. After that, you use something like InVideo to automatically create all the visuals, you cap it off with a great thumbnail from Canva, and find your keywords with TubeBuddy. It's like having a whole production line at your fingertips. All right, now for step 4, upload and optimize. And listen, making the video is really only half the battle. Real growth comes from consistency. Posting 3 to 5 times a week tells the YouTube algorithm that your channel is alive and active. You combine that with great keyword-rich titles and even repurposing little clips on platforms like TikTok, and you will start building some serious momentum. And finally, step 5, monetization. Now, while AdSense from YouTube is great, it should not be your only source of income. Just look at this. Affiliate products can make up a huge piece of the pie. Recommending tools or courses that you actually use can often earn you way more than ads, especially when you're just starting out. So, we've got the theory down pat. Now, let's get practical. Here is your 30-day launch plan to put all this stuff into action. Think of this as your 30-day sprint. It's super simple. Week 1 is all about your research. You're going to lock in your niche and find your keywords. Week 2 is all about production, writing scripts, generating voiceovers. In week 3, you really start moving, producing and uploading your videos. And then in week 4, you look at the data, see what's working, and engage with your audience. It's a focused, totally actionable plan.
So you might be thinking, okay, that sounds good, but does this sprint actually work? Let's look at a real-world example. After someone followed this exact process for 60 days, their channel gained 2,500 subscribers.
And that impressive subscriber number, it was driven by more than 30,000 views in that same 60-day window.
And the payoff? The bottom line? That growth led to $170 in revenue from both AdSense and affiliate sales. Now look, it's not a fortune, but it is real, tangible proof that this model absolutely works if you apply it consistently. Which brings us to our final and honestly, the most important part of all of this, making that shift from just learning about it to actually doing it. When you really boil it all down, the formula for success here comes down to 3 things. First, consistency. You gotta stick to a posting schedule. Second, quality. Focus on making your scripts engaging. And third, compliance. Play by YouTube's rules so you can build a channel that actually lasts. Look, everything you need to get started is more accessible than it has ever been in history. The tools are ready to go, the blueprint is crystal clear, so really the only question left is, what will you create first?